many of my friends from the adjoining villages in Nasarawa State, who are of different ethnic group other than the Fulanis, anytime the Fulanis are mobilizing, like this attack, they told us day before yesterday. We communicated to the security force. Nothing has been done.
No, just hold on, because this is too much to rush. I'm sorry. Are you saying that you got an intelligence report as a civilian? Your
Yes.
community had an intelligence report about this particular attack that killed over 200 people, and you
say the security agencies, they knew about the Benue massacre even before it happened. If a whole country's military cannot tackle insecurity, then what is the use of that country's military? I live in Israel and I'm letting you guys know what's going on in Israel. Understand that my heart is with you guys in Nigeria. Why? Because I love my country. If our government, if the Nigerian government really wanted to wipe out and eradicate, whether it is Boko Haram, unknown gunmen, Fulani herdsmen, they would have done it a long time ago. What's up, everyone? It's your boy, the Crackhead, wishing you all a wonderful Sunday. Praise Wuta. Since the Israel-Iran war start, it take my mind come out for waiting they go on for our own country. And I've been done talk about them twice, but unless we solve this issue, no be something where we say we will just talk about them once, twice, and forget about them. We must keep talking about these things until something is done. Because we've been here about Air India, where crash. Up till today, then still they make investigation about Air India. Even waiting been happen for 9/11 for USA. Una sabi how long it took for them to make investigation. It been happen for 2001, but only in 2011 where they come by and come capture Osama bin Laden and buy him. Even here for Israel, on the 7th of October 2023, when Hamas infiltrated and did their massacre in the state of Israel. Now, only last month, where the comprehensive report from IDF, was it last month or 2 months ago, means say them still they do investigations since 2023. So now only our country will be say when something of this scale and this nature happen. I talk about waiting be happen recently for Benue State, and that's not the only case. So many things like this all don't happen. We talk about them once, twice, nobody hear about them again. But this no be the time where we say we go to talk something once, twice, and the thing finish. We need to they talk about this thing because these things they happen on a daily. And those of us where they live for cities, even those of us where they live here for abroad, when we hear say these things they happen for villages for the north, make we no feel say concern us, because these people don't move from north. Maybe they don't enter Ebola, they don't enter southeast. Before we know waiting happen, now so they go take over the whole country. And you where they stay for city, you from village, you from place. You where they stay for abroad, you from place. One be say when you won't go back to your village, you no get village to go to. Or you go back your village, go they drag your ancestry land. You go they drag your papa land with Fulani herdsmen. It wouldn't make sense. So this now why every one of us, no things concern you. In fact, now our problem is for Niger. When something happened to certain group of people, as specificity no touch us, concern us. But make we no forget. Taliban for Afghanistan. Now so they may start till they can't take over Afghanistan. Hamas. Now so they may start till they can't take over Gaza. ISIS. So this Boko Haram or this Fulani herdsmen where we they hear, I beg, make we not take them for granted. I've been start by saying, our government knows what to do if they really want to do the right thing. I sabi say the people where they directly involved, where they sponsor these people, they no go like this video. Now this kind of people, now them they like persecute people where they talk against them. And what am I saying in this video is for the betterment, it's for the growth of the country. Make we know here say one day the powers that be in Nigeria now, either Boko Haram or Fulani herdsmen, because if a whole country's military cannot tackle insecurity, then what is the use of that country's military? It no make sense. But anyways, regarding Benue, waiting been happen, I want make we watch the first, how do they call them, account, the first eyewitness. We talk waiting been happen. For eyewitnesses, maybe we watch them together.
They made a stiff resistance here from the police. Immediately when they met the resistance, they moved towards Yelota New Market. There they slaughtered more than 100 persons. The incident lasted for more than 5 hours.
I was told that my wife tried escaping with one of her children, but she was shot in front of the door where she fell, and they butchered her. So when I came in the morning, I identified her by a piece of wrapper that was left from what she wore because she was completely burnt. I picked her and the child that was with her and went to bury them. The other 3 children I could not find because so many children were burnt beyond recognition, and I could not differentiate mine.
Sad. Now, about these Fulani herdsmen. Now, theory don't come say for Nigeria, we get different types of herdsmen. Fulani. Say they get the good Fulani and they get the bad Fulani. In fact, make una watch them before I can't talk about even how these Fulanis came to be in Nigeria.
Perception is corroborated by retired Colonel Shoujid, who said he served in the north during his active days in the army.
3 or 4 different types of Fulanis in Nigeria. And we have those ones that are from Niger. Those are the ones that are the most wickedest you can think about. We call them the Sulubawas. And they are the ones that rear cattle that have torn horns. And if you see them, you know that these people, they are deadly. So those ones, there's nothing you can do about them. They are from Niger. Those are the people that were from his disbanded army, who were thrown out of the barrack without the army, without the nation collecting their weapons from them. Rather than them carrying the stick, they now resorted to cattle rearing with their weapons, which they got from the government, because there was no government that was checking them to recover those arms from them. If you look at history, you discover that the Nigerian Fulani men, they are not troublemakers. We do exercise with them. Each time we go on for it, I have 25 cattle in Kebbi State, because I was a commanding officer there, and now the cattle I have, I left them there. It's under the control of somebody. And in Bauchi, I have 12 cattle. I give them to a cattle rearer, and my cattle are there. So the Nigerian cattle rearers, they are not the troublemakers. Those ones, they are itinerant people. They are always moving. So they don't have a settlement. And the government should be able to integrate them into the system. Before now, they are already integrated into the system, because anywhere the Fulani man goes to, they are accepted in the community. And nobody antagonizes them. It is when the foreign Fulani men started infiltrating to Nigeria that we started having this problem of militancy and armed banditry.
You don't hear from that man. He's an ex-military man, and he's talking out of history and out of his experience while he was in a security agency. They talk say we get different types of Fulani. I know say those of us where they southeast or west, we will talk say, oh God, you they lie. But in order for us to understand these people, let's go back to history. Now, from history, the Fulani where we get for Nigeria, that are supposed to be the good Fulani, we know say, we don't hear the story of Usman Fodio. Usman Fodio was a Fulani person. He was an Arabic scholar. He was a learned person, and he became there for Hausa land, as in the north. And while he was there, Usman Fodio continued to say, these people, they know they practice the right Islam. And even the powers that be, as at that time, were persecuting him, until one time they decide, as in them plan to buy him. But how God or Allah would have it, he escaped. That was when Usman Fodio started the jihad. And even from that jihad, people self who have been there Hausa land, who no been be Fulani, follow, support, and why? Because the government, or whether if you call them government, the authorities or the powers or the rulers, even of their own Hausa land, were oppressing them. Just like what they see for Iran now, where Ayatollah regime, they oppress certain people. And now where America don't decide and Israel don't decide do something, you see some Iranians are supporting what is going on. So now so it been be for Hausa land. So as Usman Fodio start the jihad, even other Hausa people where the powers of that time, their rulers were suppressing and oppressing, then they follow join with this jihad. And finally, Usman Fodio won. That was how the Sokoto Caliphate came to be. Now, when Usman Fodio came into power, all right, you know, say by now, it don't grow, populace of Fulani don't grow, because of course he also came with his followers. And as now in don't come day in power, where in rule for certain year, then in leave him to go concentrate on his scholarship, in his scholar work, and pass the throne, or I don't know, the power to him brother. They may not intermingle. So from the process of Fulani and Hausa intermingling and intermarrying, came rise to Hausa Fulani, just like as I did Israel here, my children, since I marry Israeli, and be Nigerian Israeli. So that's how we came about the concept of Hausa Fulani, because of the relationship of Usman Fodio and his own followers intermarrying with the Hausas, the native Hausas. So that's how we came about Hausa Fulani. And these are the people that are considered to be the good Fulanis, where they look for trouble, where they just want rear their cattle in peace. Then these evil Fulanis, these bad Fulanis, how did they come to be? I want make una see this post here, where Kwara Baraje in 2000, he said how we brought in Fulani militias from Mali, Sierra Leone, Senegal, and others to win 2015 election. Now understand the word militia. We brought in Fulani militia. No be Fulani herdsmen. No be men from Fulani men. Militia. Let's look at the word militia, the meaning of militia. The dictionary defines militia as a military force that is raised from the civil population to supplement a regular army in an emergency. So they bring Fulani military from Mali and from those countries where I mentioned. But that's not the issue. That's not the problem. The problem is, did this militia, Fulani militia, disappear from wherever they brought them from into Nigeria? Didn't they cross the borders? Didn't they pass through our immigration? That has a lot to tell about the security of Nigeria. If government fit bring militia from another country and our borders are open to them to go in, what does that say? It means that the government knows exactly what is going on. It might not be the present government, but you are going to watch a video right now of the government knowing about what is happening, whether it's this government or past government, but people are directly, in some cases indirectly, involved in this buying that is going on in Nigeria, in the Benue crisis. Fulani herdsmen, Boko Haram people in the government, in power, are involved with this. But anyways, let's listen to another herdsman, Fulani, talking about the bad Fulani herdsmen. Let's watch.
Those Fulani herdsmen is not a real Fulani. The truth about the matter is that they doesn't have a base. All the afterlife, if you ask them where they come from, they will not tell you. If you catch them, they will not tell you their real base. We are not praying to be meeting with that kind of people, because even us too, they are hunting us. If they hunt us, they hunt our cows, they will kill us and carry our cow, run away with our cows. They will join them together with their own. So a real Fulani could not do that kind of thing to kill somebody, not even his own culture person. A real Fulani, it doesn't belong to somebody. Like if somebody going to plant his farm, to go and enter his farm to eat, is all what he planted for, his crops. Actually, I was praying for those people, that those bad people spoiling the nation, we call them spoiling the nation, to be in a good shape, and our government to put hand to help us to pitch them out in us, because many of people, they are thinking we are bad people. All of us Fulani, we are bad people. Well, we are not.
At least you don't hear from that guy. But the one way shock me pass. Now when person come up and talk, say, we they talk about intelligence, say the security agencies, they knew about the Benue massacre even before it happened. That they had credible intelligence. Information was given to them. Say, this thing will happen. Oh. In fact, make una watch them to it, because no be everything where you feed watch or if you see online. Some things you go see from this page, some you see from another page. Again, that's why the internet is beautiful. If you be miss a particular video somewhere, maybe you go see another page, we'll go bring that video. Make we watch them together.
More than 200 people were killed. When I woke up this morning and I got the story of what happened, the first 7 calls I put across were all killed. The first 7 guys I called.
You tried to call, we're all dead.
Exactly. They were all dead. So in my village today, if you speak to someone, just be very rest assured that in the next 1 week or 2 weeks, you hear the sad news about that person you've just spoken to. And do you know, before now, just last month, about 20 people were killed in that same village. They are the Fulani, and it's not ethnic profiling. They are the Fulani, it's not ethnic profiling. When people want to be politically correct, they'll say, no, that is an ethnic, it's not, and that is why you see the Sultan of Sokoto will not react to this. He reacted when just about 11 people were butchered were killed in Edo State, the so-called hunters. They reacted. They put up Northern Elders Forum. They made several press conferences. Many governors stood up. The governor of Edo had to travel to some of these states to go and say sorry. Just 11 hunters, that is alleged hunters, if really they were hunters, who were killed. Now 200, nobody in the north is speaking. Because that is the collective agenda. Jihad and the complete takeover of the land of our people. And let me tell you, so I'm saying it authoritatively. I'm an authority in this area. I was born and raised in Jos. I speak Hausa as my first language. I speak Hausa better than I speak Tiv. And let me tell you, this thing they call intelligence. We are the sources of this intelligence. The government sometimes use the narrative of intelligence to confuse you, as if what they know is different. They know exactly what we know, or we even know better. Because we are the sources of this intelligence. Many of my friends from the adjoining villages in Nasarawa State, who are of different ethnic group other than the Fulanis, anytime the Fulanis are mobilizing, like this attack, they told us day before yesterday. We communicated to the security force. Nothing has been done.
No, just hold on, because this is too much to rush. I'm sorry. Are you saying that you got an intelligence report as a civilian? Your community had an intelligence report about this particular attack that killed over 200 people, and you.
My sister, do you know the funny thing? It is no longer secret. It's just like the secret cultism in Nigeria. They gathered their AK-47 in a community called Giza in Nasarawa State, in the boundary between Nasarawa and Benue, in Giza and Kadoko. All our friends from there, and they come out in the open with their this thing. They hold a meeting openly. You know, they are going to strike a Hirota, and then some people begin to beat their farewell. Allah Kulafia. May God take you safely. May God take you safely. Yes, they came in more than 100 bites. Listen, but that is how your country has degenerated. That these things are done in broad daylight. It has degenerated. And let me tell you, let me also shock you. About 7 soldiers, I'm saying it as it is, about 7 soldiers joined them from the Giza, the community, are joining my own village. They arrested one who uttered all this, made this confession.
Wow. Whew. I don't hear. This video is getting longer, but before we go, all right, I just want to play 2 more videos because I've told so many people who ask why my videos are long. I just have to exhaust everything I have. All right, so I'm sorry if you do not have data. Well, but that's how my videos are. So let's watch some other video.
You remember this Boko Haram issue started since 2012. Yeah. And I was in the military intelligence that time. We arrested those people. It is my organization that actually conducts interrogation and interview. And they mention names. I mean, I can't come on the air and start mentioning names of people that are presently in government now that I know. Presently in government. That the boys that we arrested mentioned. Some of them are governors now. Some of them are in the Senate. Some of them are in Aso Rock. Why should a government try to cause this kind of embarrassment and insecurity to the sense of what happened yesterday? And the solution I gave them in 2017, because when I identified the center of gravity for General Shoujid, and they couldn't pursue it, because some of them were ministers. And what I'm saying now, the Department of State Services are listening to me. They know them.
They know.
So the solution I gave them was that if we can't pursue the policy strategic level, because the people that we need to talk to are also, going to be difficult to deal with. I said what they should do now is to conduct 2 things. We should buy blames. The blames are not UAVs. They are not drones. Blames are equipment that can fly up to 10,000 feet, 30,000 feet, static if you want, mobile if you want, and they carry a lot of payload. We saw them in Afghanistan. We saw them in Kenya. This will be something that can give us real-time intelligence, and we can know where these bandits or terrorists, where they emanate from, When they finish operations that they've done, where they go back to? Okay, well,
our government, they know exactly what to do and how to do it in order to eradicate this bastard news of whether banditry, insurgency, terrorism. But by the way, herdsmen, Fulani herdsmen, with all the atrocities they have committed so far, is not labeled terrorist. Why? Because we know that once something has been labeled a terrorist, that is licensed to eradicate that thing. So the question is, why hasn't the government labeled up till today? Even after what they did in Benue State, buying over 200 people, why haven't they been labeled as terrorists? The government should answer that. So brothers and sisters, as much as I live in Israel and I'm letting you guys know what's going on in Israel, understand that my heart is with you guys in Nigeria. Why? Because I love my country and I wish and I pray and I hope that my country would become one of the best countries in Africa, where security is available, where electricity is available, where the leaders are less corrupt than what they are now. It's your boy, the Crackhead, wishing you all a wonderful Sunday. Bye for now.